Hello and welcome back, everybody, to episode 28 of the Gran Turismo 4 Randomizer mod 100% playthrough. It almost sounded like the home was lagging. Anyways, we are off to complete the Club RE event in our... That's right, I can't upgrade the car here. In our Amenia Aspara Drink RX-7 GT300 race car. It has no upgrades on it. I didn't even bother getting an oil change. Since the GT300 race car, I assume it's going to be fairly easy. But no guarantees, obviously, as you'd know. Super hard racing tires. Rather hoping it wasn't super hard racing tires, but, you know, you get what you get, you don't throw a fit. What do we got for downforce? 30-50. Just slightly worse than that of, like, you know, M3 GTR and your GT500s and as such. How many A-Spec points on offer? 7. I had a feeling it would be very many. We are in a race car. Cry psych. I have a feeling a straight line advantage is too massive as this thing. Just over 30 horsepower. But since we are on slick tires, we can throw our super hards. And we have downforce, and we're a race car, we will have a pretty profound cornering advantage. This is the event when the RX-7 LM. Oh, no, I don't think it is. No. The RX-7 LM, I believe, is actually hidden behind the Roadster 8 Allen games. Or one of those. Yeah, I think it's the Roadster 8 Allen games. I believe this is supposed to award you that Mazda 110S that I ran earlier from one of the drivetrain channels. I believe is a Mazda CX-9 or CX-7. Or the MX Cross, whatever it's called, is a pre-production model. A concept car, if you will. This is not a championship style event, as you could tell from the ending little jingle for the race, and by the fact that if you were paying attention to the menuing, you would have also noticed it's a single race event. 2 laps of Autumn Ring is going to be short. It's not a very long track. The fact that it has a mini layout, I feel like makes the full version of the track seem kind of like long, but it really isn't. He just overtook him. He just straight passed him in the final turn. He passed him. Straight up. I'm not sure what that was. But it was not good. It looks like the game lagged so hard. The AI, my pre-roll AI driver straight up overtook someone. Just keeps up. Hopefully I don't have to force up this later. Eventually this is going to break the game at some point. Save file you have in this game is very dangerous. Because when I did my test run for the Randomizer mod, I had some surplus cash, so I was like, you know what, I don't want to spend all my money in one car, find out it's not going to win the Easy World Championship, and then end up having no money left over. Because I had just farmed a bunch of CLK GTR from the service system place. So I went ahead, made a save state, bought a car, fully upgraded it, went to tested it, reloaded my save state kill before I bought that car, and then it gave me some kind of error message, and it cleared all my garage data, whatever, and left me with nothing but my 270R. And so I responded with the terrible news of losing all my cars if I do the 10 million credit fee. And long story short, I was able to buy back, and I just bought all the cars I wanted to test with the 10 million credits, and then ended up saying, you know, screw it, I'm just going to use M3 GTR. I had wanted to try doing it in the M3 GTR before I, got the Randomizer mod, because I was, fresh off of playing Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 for the first time. The first time that I could really remember. I probably played it maybe for a second as a kid. I know I watched my uncle, same uncle who I watched play Gran Turismo 4 as a kid, play the game somewhat. But, I never had it for my PS2, which just sadly broke. But this emulator let me play it. Like I said, I would be somewhat willing to do a playthrough of Most Wanted 05. But I would want to wait until I get like a good laptop or like a $1,000 pre-built one. Not good enough to play like your extreme new games, but good enough to run any emulator on the market. And then I would do a Redux mod playthrough of North 105. Ouch. I would be willing to do a Redux mod playthrough. My current laptop can run the game, not perfectly. It'll kick me out of like 40 minutes. And I have to run it on minimum settings. Just like that, it's an old laptop in the corner. It's an Acer Aspire 1, I think. But it's an Acer Aspire something. I don't remember what it is. But yeah, when I get a good laptop at some point, which will be well into the future, I'd be more than willing to do a Redux mod playthrough. That would be a 15-episode series, because I would just take care of every Blacklist member in one go. Obviously, the earlier Blacklist members would provide a shorter episode, but as the challenge went on, I would have to make longer episodes, because obviously Razor has more requirements than Sunny. It's like 3 race wins versus 9. Not to mention it's also 20,000 bounty versus 10 million. But the Redux mod has 100-something cars, which includes the vanilla cars. Of course, I wouldn't use any of the vanilla cars in the Redux mod playthrough. I would try and use cars that were added after the Redux mod. And who knows? Maybe Crazy will have got a Redux mod version 4 out by the time I have a laptop and have even more cars in the game. However, Underground 2 Redux mods are not as good. Straight up. What I would be willing to do is, if I can figure out how to do it one day, throw in a couple of add-on cars to the game. Do that. There we are. That is race 3 of Club RE done and dusted. Turns out the GT300 RX-7 is more than competent when it comes to this event. I probably could have won it in a stock RX-7, road-going RX-7, but I didn't have one. I don't think I have one. Do I? I don't think I do. Maybe I have an earlier FD, but I don't think I do. I think Club RE just stands for Club Rotary Engine. So technically anything with a rotary engine would be eligible. I don't think there's any non-Mazda rotary cars in this game, mainly because non-Mazda rotary cars be surprised if I find another use for this car beyond Club Alley. It's going to be a terrible shout for the team for Grand Prix. I don't think it has the guts to make it stop though. Obviously wouldn't have the best team to team away from the vehicle. I don't even think there's a team away from the GT1 team that this car would win. I don't think this car would win off of Paris for her score sometime. Or is one of them like 7? I don't know. They've all been relatively low A-spec points. We're getting closer to 300,000 credits. It's been a minute since we spent a lot of money upgrading a car. We did spend a fair bit on the Charger, but we didn't spend anything on the RX-7 GT300. And unless this prize car is a truck, or something else that catches my attention, we'll most likely be using the XKRR Performance. The XKRR Performance and the British GT. I do get a hint of rotary in this car's engine sound. I think it's a good looking car. I think it's a race car. Okay, so it's going to be a little more... Probably a 213. 214. Still, I believe that is easily the shortest race. Another 8 point. Another 8 point. There were 2 facelifted FDs. 2 non-facelifted FDs. And an FC. Well, then there was my car. My car is definitely a facelifted FD. Because it has no damn headlights. No pop-up headlights. It has headlights, just not pop-up headlights. And the prize card is... Ooh, an Escort Rally car. Not bad. Not bad. That's the closest we ever got to having an Escort RS car within Gran Turismo. Is the Escort Rally car. Is it worth a lot of money? I wonder. Whoops, I passed it. It's definitely based on the RS Case. It is worth $159,000. Escort barring that we don't get a better rally car, we'll definitely use it for some of the rally events in the future. Let's get the XKR performance out. The championship that we're competing in for the XKR performance does actually provide a pretty damn sweet reward, so I am not afraid to give this Jaguar some upgrades. That's an interesting color. I would have liked it in black, the preference bias, plus my Jaguar. Although granted, my Jaguar kind of appears an enthusiast professionalism. But the X-Type in that game is a 2.5 liter. Mine's the 3 liter. And sadly, it's not a manual. I would have bought a manual if I found one. I found manual 2.5s, but considering they were the same price as the 3 liter automatic, and the 2.5 manual I found in my area was like 70,000 miles more than the automatic 3 liter, I was like, yeah, I'll stick with it. Jaguar Tune Shop. You cannot turbocharge this car. It's alright, I was just going to give it the fundamentals. Racing kit. Stage 1 NA tune. Not going to do the exhaust quite yet. I will off-camera test this car to see if it has an engine somehow. If it does not, then I will buy an exhaust. I don't believe that is enough. 50 horse, that should be competitive enough. Considering I think an X5020 is a possible opponent, it could be a bit of a hard championship, but it'll be nothing the XKR R Performance 02 won't be able to handle. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time when we take on that championship.